Today on Stock Charts in Focus, we're taking a look at some huge new enhancements to the multi-chart layout capabilities in ACP, our full-screen, interactive, advanced charting platform. We've bumped up the numbers. You can now create up to 12 charts on the screen at once. Plus, we've added some very handy interface for creating unique configurations all through the layouts from one chart all the way up to 12. So we're going to dive into that, show you how it works. Plus, we're talking about the big holiday blowout sale in the StockChart store, our bookstore. You're going to save up to 90% off your favorite books, DVDs, swag, StockChart swag, all that good stuff. And of course, we still have our holiday special going on StockCharts. You can get up to 3 free months. So we're going to dive into all of that. Of course, you know the drill. It's all new. It's all here. It's StockCharts in Focus. All right. Welcome back to the show. Thank you so much for joining me, my friends. It is good to be with you here today. Of course, my name is Grayson Roze. I'm the Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts, and you're tuning into StockCharts in Focus, our product-focused show here on StockCharts TV, where we're really trying to get you the most value out of StockCharts, whether it's new things happening around the site or tips, tricks, tutorials, everything that you need to know to maximize StockCharts. Make sure that you're getting the most value out of your account, or if you're just using the free tools on the site, this is the show that we have on the channel to help you do it. It's all about you and making sure that you're aware of everything that you can do with StockCharts. So as I mentioned in the intro, this week is a big one. I am so excited to walk you through some exciting new features that the team just rolled out in StockChartsACP, our full screen interactive, highly dynamic advanced charting platform. Now, multi-chart layouts are something that we've talked a lot about with ACP, and we just keep making them better and better and better. This week, they really have taken a huge step forward. So we're going to dive into all of that. I'm excited to show you around the platform, show you what you can do with these multi-chart layouts now. So here we are, of course, on the dashboard. If you're a member, this page is going to be very familiar to you. This is the first page that you see when you log in. If you're a free user, though, this is actually a page that you don't get to see. This is the members dashboard, only something that our members have access to. Actually, a highly customizable page. Last week on the show, we walked through some of the customizations that you can make to this page. So if you're a free user, you might be wondering, what is this page and why don't I get access to it? Take our free trial. You can always get access to all this kind of stuff. Our members only tools, our most powerful tools and features. One that we're going to show off today, of course, though, is our multi-chart layout capabilities in ACP. So I'm going to go up here to the top. I've got ACP selected from the drop-down menu here. By the way, remember that you can always select different tools around the site using this little menu, and we even have the starring system, which allows you to sort of select your favorite tool. I'm going to save that for a future show. We're going to dive into to all that, show you how these stars work. But I have favorited ACP. You can see I got the little yellow star there. I select that from the menu, and I'm going to go in here, and I am going to launch ACP. Here we go. Let's see what I got up on the screen. I got a weekly chart of Microsoft up right now, but you can see that what I have is just one chart on the screen. There's just one chart. Now, if you're a free user, this is actually the most that you can create. But for our paying subscribers, for our members, you can now create up to 12 charts on the screen at one time with our multi-chart layout capabilities. So there's a couple of ways to create these layouts, a couple of ways to access them. I'm going to show you how that all works. I'm actually going to go over here to a little bit of a simpler chart that I have because it'll work a little bit better when we start to launch some of these big multi-chart layouts. I'm even going to go over here and actually click on that label, and I'm going to delete this. So now I'm left with just a very, very basic daily price chart. And you'll see as we start to create these layouts up to 12 charts on the screen at once, that's going to help us out. But what we have here is a couple of different things. We're going to dive into this. Now, the way that you've created layouts in the past is with the top of ACP. So you've had a couple of different options. You've been able to type in a ticker symbol. Let's say I wanted to add Apple. And you've been able to click this little plus sign. And when you type in a ticker symbol here in the box, you can click that plus and it's going to add that symbol as another chart on the screen. Now you can also just click the plus to add additional charts. You can see it's really easy to just add tons and tons of charts to the screen like this. Now, there's another trick though. If I close all of these back down, I'm going to get back to just a single chart on the screen. There's another way to create these layouts that you should be aware of, where you can actually type in a comma separated list here. So if I want to do Microsoft, Apple, Netflix, and Facebook, let's say, you can see that I type those ticker symbols in and I separate each one with a comma. When I hit enter, what's going to happen is we take all 4 of those symbols, we chart those on the screen, and it's going to copy the style of what we call the active chart. You can see which chart is active for you by looking for that green highlight. Now, of course, if you're starting with a single chart layout and going up to something like 4, it's going to take whatever you had on the screen as that single chart, and it's going to use that style across all the other charts that we add to the screen. But what you can see here is this green outline indicates the active chart, and I can click over to different charts and change which one is active. So now if I want to change any chart in this layout, let's say instead of Apple, I want to do Square, all I have to do is make sure that that's the active chart that's highlighted on the screen. I type in Square up here in the box at the top, hit enter, and there we go. Now I've got Square here as part of my multi-chart layout. So in the past, this has been how you created these multi-chart layouts. And we had actually up to 9 charts on the screen. We bumped that up even further now. We actually offer up to 12 charts on the screen at once. So even more options for you to create these custom layouts and visualize a whole bunch of different things at once. Pretty cool. But historically, this is the way that you created these layouts. You use the entry box and you use this little plus. And if you wanted to create a 9 chart layout, you would basically just hit plus all the way up to 9. Keep clicking that plus sign and you would eventually get to 9. Now, what we've launched this week, though, is what I am so excited about. I've been using this, and it's just very powerful. Over here on the left side of the screen, you'll see that we have a new tab for layouts, for multi-chart layouts. Now, what this allows you to do is quickly select how many charts you want to see in a layout, and then select a configuration that you want to actually see with that number of charts. So you can see that right here, I've got 4 charts on the screen. So the panel defaulted to 4, selected as the number of charts here. But I've got a bunch of different options, whether I want to create 4 or 6 or 8 or even 12. Every time I click one of these, I'm going to get a bunch of different custom configurations that I can select, and it makes it really easy to jump around and create really interesting layouts on the screen. Now, when I do this, of course, I'm going to get the Dow. That's going to be sort of the symbol that we automatically pull in. But remember, again, all I have to do to change these symbols is click on the chart, go up to the box at the top, type in another symbol, and it's gonna send me on down that path right there. Now, something interesting that you might have just caught is that all 3 of these symbols actually changed at once. That's because I have something called the symbol sync option turned on. So you'll see this little checkbox here. When you check that, it's actually going to change any chart on the screen that has the same symbol. So you'll see originally I had the Dow here in all 3 of these charts. And so because I had that symbol sync option turned on, when I switched it to Okta, it took all of those 3 Dow charts because they had the same symbol, and it changed all of them. So I'm going to turn that off really quick. Let's put in a couple of other symbols here. Let's do that, and let's do CrowdStrike. A couple of high-flying tech stocks here. Now, you'll see that now I've got this 7-chart layout in custom configurations. A couple of interesting things to note here. All of these charts are full ACP charts. They're totally advanced charts. You can do anything with them that you do with a normal ACP chart. Now, you know, as the more that you put on the screen, obviously they get smaller and smaller and smaller. But any indicators that you want to add, any time frames that you want to put on there, any of the indicators from our plugins, any of that stuff, anything that you can do with a single ACP chart, you can do with any of the little charts in these multi-chart layouts. They are full advanced charts. So it's pretty cool. And one of the other things that makes it even more powerful is that when you create one of these big layouts, let's say I go in here and I'm going to add another random stock here. Now I've got an 8-chart layout, okay? Let's say that I had some different, well, here, we'll make this a little more exciting. I'm going to make this a pretty advanced chart, and you'll see that because it's such a small space, I can't see very much detail with this chart, right? I got a lot of indicators on there, a lot of things to see. But if I want to zoom into that chart really quick, all I have to do is look for this little full screen icon here, and that's going to allow me to maximize this chart, take over the full space on the screen, see what's going on. I can now dive into this. I can zoom around. All of the things that I can do with a normal ACP chart, I can do here with this single chart in sort of maximized mode. And then to get it back, all I have to do is click the minimize button down here or the minimize button up in the top right corner. And it's going to shrink that back. Now I'm back to my multi-chart layout. So within these layouts, not only can you create incredibly advanced charts, but you can also sort of blow those up and see a full version in just a single click. It makes it really, really easy to create powerful layouts and then zero in on specific charts going from one to another. So very, very cool what you can do there with the maximize function. And now having this ability to create these multi-chart layouts even easier than ever before. It's just very, very cool to see what you can do with these. You can really get creative. There's a lot of different configurations that you can use on the screen. I'm going to get this one back to something a little more simple. So here we have a little more simple view. But one thing that I want to show you specifically, I mentioned that symbol sync option. Something very cool that you can do with it is create sort of ACP equivalents of our gallery view tool. So let's say, if you're not familiar with the gallery view tool, by the way, on the outside of ACP, on the rest of StockCharts, this is a tool that we've had for a long time that allows you to see one symbol, but in a bunch of different time frames. So you can see an intraday chart, you can see a daily chart, a weekly chart, a monthly chart, a P&F chart, all those kinds of things in one view. So if you want to sort of analyze something from multiple time frames, gallery view has always made it really easy to do that. Now we're sort of bringing that concept into ACP with these multi-chart layouts and the symbol sync option. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to close this down. I'm going to get back to one chart on the screen, and let's do Apple. Apple's nice and fun. We got a lot of history to it, so it's always an interesting one. I'm going to take this and I'm going to set this with my standard daily chart. This is the daily chart that I like to look at in ACP. So now I've got my daily chart of Apple. But let's say I wanted to look at Apple on an intraday view, on a weekly view, and on a monthly view as well. So I wanted to have an intraday, a daily, a weekly, and a monthly. That's going to give me 4 views, 4 time frames that I want to see all at once. I'm going to turn on the symbol sync option here. I'm going to select 4. And then I like to view this sort of window pane view here with 4 charts on the screen of equal size. So now you'll see what I have is I've got my 4 chart view, okay? I've got 3 of those Dow charts because remember when you first create a layout, it's just going to default to the Dow. So I'm going to go in here and I'm going to change this to Apple, and it's going to change all of those to Apple. So now I've got 4 charts of Apple up on the screen. Well, I've saved some custom views here, what we call chart styles, that make it really easy for me to get back to different views. So you saw me use my daily one. I've also got a weekly, a monthly. I've got some intraday views down here at the bottom. So what I'm going to do is set this up with, let's make this top left chart my intraday view. Okay, so here's a 1-minute chart. I'm actually going to close down the full chart, full screen, full quote. Now I've got my intraday view. So this is a 1-minute chart. I'm going to leave this one as the daily chart because I want to have daily next. Here in the bottom left, I'm going to click my weekly chart. So this is my sort of standard weekly style that I like to look at. And then over here in the bottom right, I'm going to click my standard monthly chart. So now think about what I have. I have Apple on the screen in 4 different time frames. I have a very short-term intraday view. I've got a nice intermediate-term daily view, a little bit longer view on the weekly, and then in the bottom right, I've got the very, very long-term monthly view of Apple. Now, because I turned on that symbol sync option right here, again, everything on the screen that has the same symbol is going to change when I change that symbol. So if I click here to make this intraday chart of Apple the active chart, and then I go up to the top of the page, and let's say I wanted to change this to be Microsoft. Now, think about what's going to happen. I've synced the symbol across all of the charts in the layout, and I'm selecting the Apple chart. So when you hit enter here to change the symbol to Microsoft, we're automatically going to go out and say, okay, we're going to change all those Apple charts to be Microsoft charts. So when I click this, what's going to happen is all those Apple charts are going to change to be Microsoft charts. Now I've got that sort of gallery view like multi-time frame view of Microsoft instead of Apple up on the screen using the same charts that I just had, again in that 4-panel layout. So what you're able to do with these multi-chart layouts and that symbol sync option is really kind of create a gallery view equivalent in ACP. It makes it incredibly powerful to flip through different views, flip through different charts, and it makes it really easy to sort of sync things up. Really exciting what you can do with this. And again, you can take this concept and go crazy with it. You can have this on an 8-chart layout. You can do anything with these layouts that you can really think of. You can really get creative. So actually, I'm really looking forward to seeing what all of you guys come up with as use cases for these multi-chart layouts. I think it's really only going to grow. Now, just to give you a heads up, the next step for us here is going to be actually saving these layouts. So you're going to be able to save these layouts kind of as a template, be able to come back to them really easily. So for instance, if you wanted to set this up with your 4 time frames, 4 charts on the screen all at once, you'd be able to set that up really easily, save it, and come back to it for further review down the road. So it's only going to get bigger and better from here. We're also going to have more sync options, more save options, more customizations, dragging things around. Really, the sky is the limit. This is just the beginning of what we're going to be doing with our multi-chart layouts. But it's pretty exciting to see what the team has launched this week. I'm just really, really thrilled with the addition here to ACP and the power that this brings you to view so many things all at once. Now, another tool that a lot of people love on the site is Candle Glance, which allows you to view little mini charts all at once. So if you wanted to view a big group of symbols all at once, you can view those in Candle Glance back in Sharp Charts in the other world, sort of outside of ACP. Now, again, similar concept. You can do that now in ACP, put up to 12 charts on the screen with a 12-chart layout, and sort of create this Candle Glance-like equivalent in ACP. So again, this multi-chart layouts thing, it kind of seems like a new thing just on its own, but it's actually pretty exciting because it's sort of bringing in some of those other tools from outside of StockCharts, bringing them into ACP and creating some pretty exciting customizations and capabilities. So thrilled with this one. Play around with it. I think you're going to have a blast playing around with our multi-chart layout capabilities in ACP. Again, to get to this, go to ACP and look for this little icon over here on the left side of the screen. This is our layout sidebar, bunch of different options in there that you can play with. And if you come up with any configurations that you want to see, let us know. We're all ears. We always want to hear from you guys, and so let us know what you want to see as far as other layouts and things go. So anyways, that is our new multi-chart layout capability in ACP. Definitely an exciting one to play around with. But I want to highlight something else that's going on right now around the site that's also pretty exciting. So I'm going to go back to my members dashboard. I'm going to close down ACP here. And what you can see at the top of the page is a banner advertising our holiday blowout sale in the StockChart store. Now, a lot of you might not actually know that we have an entire bookstore, store.stockcharts.com, and you can go there and buy big, the famous titles from John Murphy, Martin Pring, all of your favorite authors. Any book on technical analysis, we try to have it in the StockChart store. We always get this question. It's kind of interesting. People say, don't you know that Amazon exists? Don't you know that there are all these websites where you can buy books? For us, it really isn't about selling books. It's about sharing the wisdom that is in these incredible books written by amazing minds like John Murphy, like Martin Pring, sharing their famous work that's really sort of been the foundation of modern technical analysis. Being able to share that with our users so easily is really why we have the store. And so for this holiday season, we've never done this before, but we wanted to do something pretty special. We're doing this big blowout sale in the StockChart store. So look for this banner across the site. It's also on the homepage. You can look for it there. But if you go to store.stockcharts.com, you'll also see another banner up there. This is our sale page here in the StockChart store. What you can see is huge discounts on a lot of these famous titles. We got books from Greg Morris here, Martin Pring, John's Technical Analysis of the Financial Markets, one that you should definitely read if you haven't before. 70% off. I mean, just huge price reductions on all these books. And we're really doing it because we want to share these with you. It's all about sharing the knowledge that's in these amazing technical analysis books. There's a lot in here. There's a good one, Tensile Trading. That's my book. Go pick that up in the StockChart store, 70% off. I can't believe we're offering that. I got to talk to someone about this. 70% off? We're doing that on my book? Oh, man. anyways, no, tons and tons of great books. A great reason to or a great opportunity to stock up maybe for the holiday seasons. If you got investor friends or anyone in your family that you want to buy a book for, this is a great place to do it. You can come in here and look through everything that we got. Plus, StockChart swag, water bottles, sweatshirts, all that stuff. Umbrella shirts, all that good stuff. So lots and lots of things here in our holiday blowout sale. Again, up to 90% off some of these. And look, we already got a bunch of these books actually selling out. Arthur's book is sold out. Greg Morris's book is sold out. So I'm sure a lot of these are going to sell out pretty soon. So this sale really is only while supplies last. We obviously can't go beyond that. So go check out the StockChart store, store.stockcharts.com. Look for that holiday sale. Big things. And it's only going to be here for a limited time. We're only doing this for a couple of days and while supplies last, obviously. So definitely don't miss that. I also want to highlight, though, back on StockCharts, I'm going to go back to my members dashboard. If you go to the StockCharts homepage, here's what we've got. We're doing, obviously, our holiday special right now. I've talked about this on a couple of the past episodes. We had our big Cyber Monday sale, but this month, for a limited time only, we've got so many people that are saying, hey, I missed the Cyber Monday deal. I want to get something special. So we're offering a holiday special right now for StockCharts members. Now, this is both whether you're signing up for a new account for the very first time. If you're a free user and you want to sign up for StockCharts, this is a great time to do it. You sign up, you can get 3 free months of StockCharts service. But also, if you're a current member, this is a great time to sign up, to renew your account. You can extend it out into the future. Renew your account now. You're going to get 3 free months on top of that 12-month subscription. Or if you only want to extend or renew or sign up for 6 months, we're going to give you a bonus month for free as well. So look for this on the StockCharts homepage, stockcharts.com. You can also go to stockcharts.com/special to learn more about the sale and everything that we got going on. But this holiday special that we're running for StockCharts membership is only here for a limited time. It's only going to be here for another couple of days, really. I mean, at this point, we're getting down to the end of the month almost, feels like. So look for this. Definitely go sign up. This is a great time of year to sign up. Or if you're a current member, you want to renew, save some money on your account, this is a great time to renew, again, with our holiday special. So the homepage is pretty holiday themed out right now. We got quite the colorful graphics there that the graphics team has put up. But lots of stuff you can access. Again, the holiday special here on the homepage. You can also look for this banner across the top of our homepage, just at stockcharts.com, to access the store, get you into that big holiday blowout sale. So lots of things going on here to celebrate the holiday season. And on top of that, to think that we're doing so much exciting stuff with ACP, I am so thrilled about these multi-chart layouts. In fact, I'm about to shut the camera off here and get back to charting because I'm just totally addicted to creating all these layouts in ACP. It's been so fun this last week, what the team has rolled out in that platform. So anyways, my name is Grayson Roze, Vice President of Operations here at StockCharts. Thank you so much for tuning in to StockCharts In Focus. Remember, this is our product focus show. We do this every Friday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on StockCharts TV. You can also look for it on our YouTube channel. We got this going out in a bunch of different places. But every Friday, we're going to have a new episode for you. Tips, tricks, tutorials, all of my favorite lessons and use cases and everything for our tools and our features. Anything that's going on around StockCharts, this is the place to hear about it. This is where we're going to show it to you and make sure that you're getting the most value out of StockCharts that you possibly can. So tune in every Friday. Join me every Friday for StockCharts In Focus. Thank you, of course, for tuning in today. Hope you've learned something. Hope you've had fun. And definitely remember to go play around with those multi-chart layouts in ACP. Up to 12 charts on the screen at once. So much that you can do with those layouts. So we'll see you back here next week for another edition of StockCharts In Focus. Until then, chart on, my friends. Hey, Grayson Roze here with StockCharts. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, consider giving it a like down below, maybe leave us a comment, and if you're new to the channel, you can subscribe at the link up above. We're gonna bring you daily content from an incredible collection of technical analysts and financial experts.